Hey, what's up guys? It's your friendly neighborhood iHenry. Welcome back to another episode. Today on my iPad right here, I have all the questions that were asked on that post on Instagram, this one right here, that I left for a couple days to see what questions y'all had for me in this first Q&A episode. So let's go ahead and read all of your comments. Change of plans. This video is going to be called Questions from Alyssa Being Answered by Henry. Here are all the questions that my sister-in-law has left for me. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so question number one. What are 3 things you want to accomplish by the end of the year? Number 1, I definitely want to accomplish this video. Number 2, I really need to figure out which Apple Watch I want. I'm probably not going to get the Apple Watch Series 5. That I am pretty positive right now, but something I definitely want to get at the end of next year is the Apple Watch Series 6. And I just want to get not a general idea, but like I want to narrow down which Apple Watch I want. I don't want it to be one of those like impulse buys where I'm like, oh, I just like this one and just buy it. And last thing I'm going to accomplish this year, I definitely want to reach 100 subscribers. So please make that accomplished possible. Terrible grammar. To subscribe, you just click the little subscribe button right here. Question number 2, what was your first Apple product? My first Apple product I personally owned was the iPod Nano. The iPod Nano was like the first product I personally owned myself. Like I didn't share it with anybody. It had 2 gigabytes of storage, and I had this skin that I put on the back of it that was a camo skin. It was one of those like pushy stickers. That was the first Apple product I owned. And then the first Apple product I ever bought with my own money was the iPad Generation 2. But my first ever product I owned for myself was the iPod Nano. Question number 3, what should Apple develop next? The iPhone. They should make it look not like the iPhone 4, but like the same box design. I think they should bring it back. Right, Walter? Next question, what is the best phone case brand? I mean, I know a lot of case brands. I would have to say OtterBox. They've been around for a while. They have a large assortment of different types of cases. They have the Symmetry series, they have the Defender series, they have the Commuter series. They have a type of case for everybody. So I'd say brand-wise, they would be the best. All right, next question. Should Apple create cameras? They do. It's on the iPhone. I could see, however, Apple creating like a hydrogen red type valued camera where it's like video production cameras. I could see them making those. I mean, they make a Mac Pro, they make an iMac Pro, they make all these really gigantic and really professional grade devices, and I feel like to add to that, they should do that with a camera. Are you good, Walter? Are you okay? It's a trick question, the answer is no. Speaking of Walter, why didn't you name your cat Apple? You know, I thought about it. One thing I've done in the past as a kid is whenever I'd get a stuffed animal, I would name it a different soda. Like I had a stuffed beagle that I would call Sprite. And that was my naming scheme. My dog, Roxy, she's all over my Instagram. I wanted to name her Coke. Why? I was a very interesting child. I don't think I would name him Walter. I would name him Steve. Because Walter is such a great name, and that was his adoption name. We got him from the Humane Society. And I thought that was too perfect of a name to change it to something else. But I would have named him Steve. All right, so next question. When will they create more emojis? Well, they just did. Literally 13.2 2, they released like 50 emojis. Oh, what emojis should Apple create? I feel like they should, oh, I got it. So they have like the Memoji stickers, which are considered emojis in their own way. They should create those where if someone has a Memoji as their contact photo, you can have like 2 in one sticker where it's like, oh, I'm taking a photo with, or I'm texting my brother who has a Memoji, and next thing you know, oh hey, now I can show stickers of them together. Or if like you have to create your own Memoji for them and have it be like that. I guess there were like several different ways that they could do that, but I feel like that should be the next one they should make. Next question, a conspiracy theory. Do you believe our phones are recording us? I'm trying not to be any controversial or anything like that. It's wrong to assume that at a given time, there's not a record of something, because your phone is always looking for you to say, hey, SIRA, or hey, GOOGLE. Like, it's always waiting for you to say a command, so it kind of has to like listen for those words. And something that is a pop-up on anything that you update with iOS or macOS or iPadOS now, it'll actually ask you to, if you want to share some of that recording data to help improve voice recognition of SIRI, but you don't have to. Next question, will you run a 5K? No. I go to the gym like 3 times a week. I used to go a lot more before I got into full-time, and I've never been able to run very far. I can go, I do not. I can be on the elliptical. On the elliptical, I can do level 12 or 14 for a solid hour and 30 minutes, like at a steady pace, or even like up and down, where I go like really fast and slow down. But I cannot run half a mile. Slow, fast, sprint, I can't do it. I cannot run half a mile. Like, I don't know what it is, but like I could barely breathe. Like it, and like I'm not like out of shape either. Like I'm not saying like I'm fit, but I'm not like out of shape. And the amount that I work out is not excessive, but it's enough to where like you're healthy, and yet I can't run half a mile. No matter how hard I try or how long I do it for, which I did. I gave myself 6 months. This was like last year, where at least 2 out of the 4 times I go to the gym, I would run for about 30 to 45 minutes and do however much I could do. And it would like barely add up to a mile. The parts where I would like rest and do walk, it would add up to that. I can walk for a long time, but I cannot run. It's outside of my DNA, I think. Next question, where is somewhere you've always wanted to visit? I've always wanted to visit Paris. Like everywhere else, I've thought about it, but like I've always really wanted to visit Paris for sure. Next question, will you ever get a tattoo? I would say the day I get a tattoo is when there's a way to have one permanent and have it be like exactly like a tattoo, but it can't be done with a needle, because that is painful, very painful. Or at least my skin is very sensitive and I have eczema, so me plus needles equals a lot of pain. What is your proudest moment in life so far? I would say graduating college. I was really proud of myself that I not only graduated college, but I ended up getting an award, which was really cool. And I would say that pushing myself through college and being able to finish it was a big stepping stone for me. And I feel like that was really hard to do with just everything going on around my life. And I would say that I'm really proud of it. All right, next question. If you could change one thing about life, what would it be? One thing I would definitely want about life for everybody would just be respect. You don't have to like everybody. You certainly don't have to love everyone. That would be awesome. But just respect, where no one treats anybody badly, no one's rude to anybody, everyone is respectful to each other, and everyone sees everyone as a person. You could be anybody, you could like anything, you could be anything you want, and no matter what, everyone will respect you. Not praise you, not think of you as better than everyone else or even better than anyone else, but just everyone's just respectful. That's what I would do. Now, in terms of what I would change about my life, I would give myself 1 million subscribers like instantly. I would do that. So subscribe and make that happen. Next question, what is your biggest fear? The fear that I'm right. I'm trying to give an example without getting too much in my personal life. For example, if I go to a Braves game and I say, or someone next to me says, wow, like the Braves are doing really well, and my gut will tell me, no, they won't. And then they don't win, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's just like, there are a lot of times where my gut will tell me something that I really don't agree with, and yet it doesn't always happen, but like 90% of the time it actually happens. And that's what I'm afraid of, that something that I don't want to happen or I'm afraid of happening, that my gut tells me it will happen and it actually happens. What would you attempt if you knew you wouldn't fail? Talking to someone I have feelings for. All right, so tons of questions to make great content from. Thanks, Alyssa. I would say this was fun. But you know what's also fun is clicking that subscribe button and ringing that little bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos, because I've got a few. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Matane.